This particular video is meant for the frontline professionals, healthcare providers like nurses and doctors, folks interfacing with customers in the grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies, as well as individuals in the hospitality world that are not working from home. I've had a lot of questions on how to keep you healthy and well. These tips are meant to protect and equip your body as well as your immune system from coming into contact with the virus, otherwise known as coronavirus. Stay tuned for these 4 impactful areas that you can immediately begin to work on to protect yourself as well as your family at home. Welcome back, friends. I'm Dr. Melissa Gallagher, and I'm a naturopathic physician here on Natural Health Resources. This is a clearinghouse of all things natural health and wellness oriented to equip you and empower you with tools and resources to be healthy and well. This particular pandemic is a very unique situation for all of us, and we're all in this together. This particular video is answering a lot of questions from our viewers who have been participating on our daily live shows at 9 a.m. where I'm posting pandemic updates as well as details specific to equipping and empowering each of you with health and wellness tips. Today, I want to specifically talk to the frontline individuals. First, this whole entire community here at Natural Health Resources is in total gratitude for your commitment to the public. And it is most important that you protect and take care of yourself. That it allows you to continue to protect and take care of all of us as well as your family members. So tip number 1 is all about protection. If you particularly are in a situation where you are within 3 to 6 feet, and I'm saying within, like less than 3 to 6 feet away from individuals, it's important to note that the latest research about COVID-19 is that the viral respiratory droplets can live in the air up to 3 hours. Meaning, if you are in a space, particularly an air-conditioned space, the likelihood is that you could have transmission through breathing these air particles in. They could transmit into your eyes, your nose, or your mouth. Therefore, it becomes important to protect your eyes, nose, and mouth. I recommend masks and eyeglasses or goggles, some sort of protection that will seal off your eyes. This type of eyewear can protect your eyes from coming into contact with the virus in these respiratory particles. We cannot see them, which is a challenge because this is an unseen enemy, as a lot of people are referencing to this. It's simply a virus, but the virus has profound impact on individuals who are immunocompromised. And then obviously in the frontline world, you are engaging with a mass quantity of people that may or may not be impacted. Therefore, we need to protect you. So protective gear is important. I've had a lot of questions from nurses and healthcare professionals that are not equipped with the right protective protocols. So I recommend that you talk with your chief nursing officers, the administrators of your hospitals, as well as any of your administrators that can lead you to either getting equipment or even looking at buying these items online. Sometimes professionals who might be in the delivery world or shopping in our supermarkets for many of us and delivering our materials that we're all buying because we're hungry down at home, it's best if we look at you wearing gloves, protecting your face, maybe using, if you can't have a mask, sometimes using cloth, some sort of scarf that would protect your face, and just wearing glasses. Sunglasses even though it's not sealed, it's better than having direct transmission. So that's my tip and recommendation from the bodily protection. Gloves and protective eyewear, masks over your nose and your mouth. Now, taking it a step further, you might be transporting yourself to your home or transporting yourself from office to office or company to company. Whatever the position that you're in, there's going to be this transport process. It becomes most important that you're actually protecting your mucosal cavities, particularly your nose and your mouth. I recommend carrying a saline nasal spray with you. Have one in your car, have one in your bag, have these at home, as well as you can see here in my office. These salt lamps are very impactful too if you are in an office setting. Let's say you're at an intake desk. You could have that also be a part of your air quality where you're getting salt in the air. But most importantly, saline spray. Saline is going to lubricate the mucosal membrane and help your body be less susceptible to the respiratory droplets. Am I saying that this is an absolute preventative? This has not been clinically studied, but we do know that saline is beneficial for reducing bacterial and viral invasions in the sinus cavity. This is something you could spray every hour, or if you have a situation where you're at work and you take a break, do nasal sprays in between your breaks. Go nasal spray before and after work. Also, you want to make sure you have hand sanitizer as well as sanitizing wipes, or if you have been like many of us, you can't find these items, or maybe your work is not even having accessibility to these hand sanitizing stations. My next recommendation is the Force of Nature. This is an amazing unit that basically takes water, salt, and vinegar through an electrolyzing process, electricity. It creates a compound. This compound is an antibacterial, antiviral. The EPA has Force of Nature as an approved sanitizing methodology. It's safe, it's non-toxic. You can use this with your pets. You can use it around babies and children, pregnant individuals, as well as individuals. You can actually spray this on your hands and wipe them. This becomes a natural hand sanitizer. You don't have to worry about the depleted supply of hand sanitizers and disinfectant sprays. You can use this on surfaces, you can use this on door handles, you can use this on chairs, laptops, phones. You can use this on many surfaces, including packages and mailed items. If you're curious about the lifespan of the coronavirus, I actually have in one of our live shows details about the time frame that the coronavirus lives on certain surfaces. So I'll link to that up there. You can grab that in the description box below. The next thing we need you to protect is your mind. And I really say this not in any type of cheeky way, but literally, this is a very stressful time for many of you who are coming and going from home to work, or in a mass, or in and around a large quantity of people, 10, 50, or 100 more throughout the day. This is very stressful because you're concerned about your own health and you're taking care of all of us. So we need to keep your mind healthy and well, and we need to de-stress and relax your body. For this, I actually recommend two things. Aromatherapy can be very beneficial to relaxing and calming your mind, using things like lavender oil and even cinnamon and frankincense can be very relaxing and calming to the body as well as the mind. This particularly happens to be an immune blend that you can also have in combination, and you can actually put this on scarves, and they have diffusers that you can wear as earring. They're diffuser jewelry, so that you can diffuse these essential oils that can calm your body and calm your mind. The other thing that I love for the stress that you all are dealing with on a day-to-day basis is using flower essence. Bach Rescue Remedy. This is a spray that you literally spray on your tongue. You kind of hold. It's got a little bit of an alcohol-y flavor to it. It's okay. There are non-alcoholic versions for individuals with kids or that want to stay away from alcohol, but that's the delivery method, and you spray it on your tongue. This has flower essence that can address the emotional angst and the emotional stress that you're dealing with, as we are all in this craziness right now together. So do consider having this. When I'm out and about and I spray a little bit of this, I consider it my Teflon. Like, I can deal with anything as long as I'm using my box spray. Nobody really knows what the spray is when you pull it out. Maybe you've got it in your pocket and you spray in your mouth. They think you're just freshening your breath. Nobody knows. So next up, the second category for you to bolster your immune system and keep you healthy and well is to actually address your immunity. Boosting, regulating, modulating, and activating your immune system is going to be crucial. I've mentioned a few things like aromatherapy can be very beneficial for that. I also love the Host Defense line of sprays. This happens to be a Myco Shield. This is what I keep in my car, and as soon as I get in the car, having gone out and about, and right now we're hunkering down, but last week I was using this religiously. You spray a little bit on your tongue. It's got a very intense minty flavor to it, but it comes equipped with some major and powerful immune boosters via mushroom, via chaga, and it can help fortify the oral cavity. Also, I recommend that you look at adding in an oral probiotic to suck on. These are little lozenges that will help the oral cavity stay healthy and well, and that can ward off the common cold and flu, because right now there are a lot of individuals that they might just have the cold and flu, but because we're in this situation where everybody thinks maybe they've got COVID-19, this can help balance some of those symptoms. And if you're reaching 101 fever, that's definitely a big threshold. That's the point where you want to make sure that you take the measurements of calling your doctor, having a telemed conference, and maybe even getting tested. Another power punch for our immune system that I absolutely love is the Super Lysine brand by Quantum. This combines garlic. It also combines calcium and vitamin C, echinacea, propolis, which is a compound that bees produce, and bees have certain compounds that protect their honey from bacteria and viral invasions. We can harness that in this particular capsule, as well as licorice. Licorice I mentioned in today's live show, I'll link to that, as an Ayurvedic herb. Licorice will actually activate and modulate your immune system, which is beneficial for warding off viral invasions. Another power punch is an Ayurvedic herb called neem. This particularly happens to be the neem leaf extract. It's a liquid version. You can get neem as a liquid herbal like this, or you can get it in a capsule form. I'll include some options right now that are currently available in my full script store. I've actually created an antiviral checklist that details even more supplementation and compounds, micronutrients that are powerful at boosting your immune system. So I'll include a link down below. You can grab that. It's a totally free download. I'll encourage you to check that out. That'll also give you items like zinc, as well as colostrum. And there's a plethora of other items that you might not be taking that you might want to consider checking out and adding to your daily repertoire. And that's really a big factor. You want to be boosting and bolstering, supporting, and modulating your immune system so that your body is the most empowered body to resist any type of viral invasion. So we're protecting your body through the first series of tips. The second series of tips here is just supporting and bolstering your immune system overall. So the third category that will help you stay healthy and well is to address your stress levels. Everybody is in a very heightened, stressed state. Just the status of not knowing who has coronavirus and who doesn't, and being in the public and being concerned about your own transmission, as well as just the unknown. We're in an economic unknown, we're in a healthcare unknown. These are unprecedented times, and with these unprecedented times come degrees of stress, and we all deal with it. The stress that we're experiencing heightens our fight or flight response. It becomes crucial that frontliners like each of you address your stress levels, because when we're in a stressed out state or we have heightened stress, we have chronic cortisol that's high, it can mess up our sleep cycle. It can really, really lower and reduce our immunity. And sleep being the most impacted by stress. So categorize this in two ways. We're going to talk about sleep first, and then we're going to talk about stress. Sleep becomes critical. You definitely want to be aiming for at least 7 to 8 hours, sometimes more if you're dealing with autoimmunity. And there are certain compounds and herbal botanicals that can be very beneficial. I love to drink a kava tea. I actually have that right here. Yogi is the brand of choice, and kava is very beneficial at lowering just that kind of stress intensity. For me, I just feel like it lets the air out, okay? If you feel like you need that, that can be very impactful. The other thing that's really powerful is limiting your exposure to phones, cell phones, TV, the media. You definitely want to hold your nighttime routine in a special category of limiting any of the major stressors. That limits you getting into bed and then you running through all the things you've heard. So definitely try to cut off your exposure to the news and use of cell phones and even laptop time and TV time around 6 or 7. And I know that's going to be hard, but definitely do work towards doing activities like doodling and drawing and crafting and talking with your spouse or loved one, or playing with your kids, or picking up a new hobby. We're going to have a little bit more time on our hands at home, so it might be a good time to do some projects around the house that could help wind you down and ease you into sleep. If you need extra sleep support, I'm going to share with you one of my favorite finds this year, and it's REM Sleep by Healthy Cell. This is a 4-part herbal and micronutrient gel. You can mix it in water, or you can take it just on the packet. I just rip it off and take it right there. It's good for kids, teenagers, adults of all ages. It is a very powerful, potent blend of botanicals that will help you get into a nice relaxed sleep state. It'll keep you in that sleep state because it starts to lower your cortisol. It actually has compounds that I recommend all the time. It'll lower the cortisol. It keeps you asleep. You won't be waking up at 1 to 3 in the morning. It also will help regulate your body temperature. So it's not uncommon for this stressful time to trigger hormonal imbalances like hot flashes and night sweats. And so this can help keep the temperature safe in a comfortable state at night. The other thing that it has that I really love is it has neurotransmitter balancers. It has 5-HTP, L-tryptophan, it has GABA, and there's just a little bit of melatonin, but it's very balanced. And I tell you what, I've been using this when I'm traveling, and I'm using it now every night because this is definitely stressful. So our sleep is sacred, and you want to treat it as such with all the right things that will get you into a relaxed state. I've mentioned this before, the salt lamp. Salt lamps can be very beneficial in the bedroom, as can air filtration systems. This can be helpful in just minimizing the exposure of other allergens that wear down your body, but also the white noise from an air filter and the ionization that comes off of a salt lamp can be very relaxing and peaceful. I'll include some links to the ones that I love down below. So last and final, and it's the second most important next to protection, is addressing stress and supporting your adrenal glands. Your adrenal glands are your fight or flight glands. They are going to help you deal with the stress every day. So one of the things that gets depleted the most in a stress state are our B vitamins. And B vitamins are crucial for every body engagement, every body enzymatic reaction. And so it's very important that you keep your B levels up. I happen to use the liposomal B Supreme by Designs for Health. I know for sure they have these in stock, so I'll include a link down below. And you just do a few pumps and hold under your tongue, and it instantly gets integrated into your system. This will keep your energy levels up. It'll support and not drain your adrenal glands, and helps to balance the neurotransmitters as well. So that's highly beneficial. Sleep, if we can get you sleeping and using the REM sleep, that will help restore your adrenals even further. So that's why we went sleep into the stress. 2 powerful herbs that I love for stress, they're actually in this awesome tea. This is an stress adapt tea, and it's called Stress Suppress. This happens to have adaptogens Tulsi and rhodiola. Tulsi I've mentioned before, actually in today's live. It's an Ayurvedic herb. We call it holy basil. It is very good for helping reduce your stress levels, and it's also an antiviral. So this is a double win in drinking a tea like this. And rhodiola is very powerful. It's one of the most studied adaptogens. The Russians have utilized it to help balance the mental and physical stress people are going through. So it's important that you get rhodiola, you get Tulsi into your daily diet. And another powerhouse that I love that actually is in some of these Om packets. This happens to be a beauty packet. This brand has chaga in it and a whole bunch of other things, but you can also grab the mushroom coffee with chaga. Chaga is another powerful punch of antibacterial, antiviral, and stress reducing properties. So those are very powerful to help you balance and manage your stress, because we are just in the very beginning of this, and not to stress anybody out, we have to really work on creating a protocol to help protect us, to help keep our immune system working optimally. We have to keep sleeping well, and we need to help balance our stress levels. So those are my 4 categories. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, or have any questions, or want to recommend any topics for our live show every morning at 9 a.m., comment down below. I'm grateful for your time. Thanks for tuning in. And again, much gratitude for all you frontliners. We would not be able to survive without each of you doing your best and working and helping the community, the greater community. So thank you so much for what you do. Tons of love, and be safe. I'll see you on our next video.